Estate and Construction Division of the Jewish Federation of Greater Los Angeles here. We're very grateful. The Real Estate and Construction Division actually, when we first moved in here, came by and they said, what can we help you with? And we said, we need a van. And where's Mark? Mark Weinstein there said, okay, you'll get it. And they delivered. And that was the first druggy buggy of Beit Shuva. I want you to know that's the distinction. They painted a sign on it. But also, we're filming tonight because there's a documentary happening soon. Well, when's it coming out? Spring of 2020, about the opioid crisis. And Deborah Goncher-Vinnick and David Vinnick of Diva Productions, Diva Communications, they're out here from New York. We've known each other for a long time, so they've been filming. Just so everybody knows, I have to make that announcement. If you don't want to be seen, when the camera comes near, just duck. That's the agreement. You've all signed releases now. Okay, now we go to Bim Abam.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. 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 Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bim, bam.
I had the pleasure today of speaking with Dr. Susanna Heschel. She sends her regards to the Beit Shuva community. We're going to bring her out in January. She's sending me some dates, and we're going to have a weekend with Dr. Heschel with Valley Beth Shalom. And so from her father's last book, Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, it's called A Passion for Truth. And as we all know, that truth is the number one thing that everyone is concerned with in our country and our world today. Right? So he says, for most of us, life is a series of evasions, pretensions, substitutes, and rationalizations. We do not see the world as it is, but as a projection of ourselves. And so we are prisoners of delusions that hold us in their spell, even after we become aware of their deceptiveness. Gradually, pretensions are converted into certainties, rationalizations become entangled, and madness sets in. Can anyone relate to that paragraph? He goes on to say, so many people become salesmen of their delusions. Sound like anyone you know? So few people are fully conscious of the non-finality of our here and now world. He goes on to say, falsehood is not merely a discrepancy between what's said and what's meant. It twists and distorts the basis of a person's life, deceiving us into believing we live in a reality that does not exist. A person living a lie and taking it to be truth moves in a world of self-delusion. And falsehood is not just a stigma that sullies our thinking. Mendacity is a disease that binds our entire existence. As a result of it, our perceptions are false. We regard as real what can be measured and controlled, and what defies measurement and control we reject as irrational and unreal. Mendacity is the enemy of humans, he goes on to say, and yet more and more love is lavished on guile and lies. I could keep going. I want to add one other line just to see if it describes anyone you might have heard of. Coarse and swaggering men make insolent speeches and engage in presumptuous dealings. Now, as you all know, I never speak politically. This is a spiritual and a moral problem. And I would love to say that it's only in our government. It would sound wonderful, just that some people in our government just engage in it, people. Lindsay. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is that we do it. It's easy for us to look at the lies that politicians say, and politicians have lied forever. It's easy to look at the lie that somebody else tells you and how they're living in falsehood. The most difficult thing is to look at yourself. And that's what we have to do. Because many of us believe the lies of other people because we want to be deceived. Because you see, as long as I believe your lie, then you'll believe mine. Families have been torn apart by these lies. Here at Beit Shuvah, we deal with the lies that people tell all the time. To become addicted, we start with a lie. And as Harriet says, you don't have to be an addict to be in recovery. So recovery for us is moving from the world of falsehood, moving from the world of pretensions, moving from the world of mendacity and saying, no, I'm going to live in truth. I'm going to live in a world that talks truth and that helps people see the glory of being who they are. No one can live their life authentically, fully, and truly when they're living in falsehood, in mendacity, in pretension, in rationalization, in self-delusion. Every time I read these words of Rabbi Heschel, and I've read them over and over again, I have to look at myself and say, what pretensions am I still engaging in? Or, in my case, what new ones? And I'm saying to you that you have to do the same. All of us have to engage in this because the world is falling apart because of self-delusion, self-deception, and the mendacity that is rampant here. Not just in Los Angeles, not just in California, not just in the United States, across the world. Yesterday was the 75th anniversary of D-Day. Yesterday was the 51st anniversary of Bobby Kennedy's assassination. D-Day was an effort to rid the world of the lies of the Nazis. Kennedy's assassination was an attempt to rid the world of somebody who spoke truth. Doesn't matter whether I agreed with him politically or not. He went all the places that all of us stay out of. We have to make the choice. Are we going to stand for truth? Are we going to let go of the rationalizations, the false perceptions, the self-delusions, and the mendacity, so that we can honor every person who died on Normandy Beach? Shabbat Shalom. We continue with the niggin. A niggin is a wordless melody. We ask you to blow out the schmutz of the week. If you don't know what schmutz is, just go SH and you can figure out the rest. And breathe in the joy of Okay, got to remember, we don't do services to you. You have to participate. You were not singing. It wasn't, I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. Please, I mean, give me, you know what I mean? Okay, Shalom Aleichem. Let's do it.
You did my keyboard.
Oops, what happened to the piano? I didn't do it.
Amen. Lie, 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 la, lie, la, 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 lie, la, lie, la, 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 lie, la, lie, la, lie, 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 la, 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 lie, la, lie, la, 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 lie, la, lie, la, 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 lie, la, lie, la, la, lie. Shalom Alechem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Melech, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei, Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Lai, 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 lai. La 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 la. Sharet Malachei Elyon. Melech mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon. Melech mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch. Lai 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 la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai 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 la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 lai.
Okay, we got David Goldstone over there on the guitar.
Yeah, Dave.
And we got Luca Gash on the drums. He's playing them so quiet. You're doing a great job. Quiet it down and everything. Greg Sutton on the bass there. James Fuchs on the Nord. And of course our cantor, Nathan Roth. Okay, Shiru Ladonoi. Let's hit it. Sing a new song. Come on.
Lie, lie, la, lie, 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 la, lie, lie, a lie, la, lie, lie, a la, lie, a la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, 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 la, lie, lie, a lie, la, lie, lie, a la, lie, a la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, 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 la, lie, la, lie, 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 la, lie, 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 שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו וגויים כבודו, עמו העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני, ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא, ועל כל אלוהים. לי 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 יא לי 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 יא לי לי יא לי לי יא לי 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 יא לי 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 יא לי לי יא לי 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 Hey, that's the best that went. That's the best that's ever gone.
I know, that's good. We did it really well for not practicing. Okay, this is the time for tzedakah. Oh, I love it. You're J-fed it out. Let me tell you, I love that. Okay. So this is the time when we do tzedakah. Tzedakah means righteousness. And for us, part of righteousness is making sure that everybody has a seat at the table. Beit Tshuva for 32 years has said nobody gets turned away because they don't have enough money. And that happens because of the generosity of the Jewish Federation and the generosity of all of our donors. So the money that you put into the tzedakah boxes tonight goes to help the residents really learn how to have fun in sobriety and helps us to defer the costs. Unfortunately, the cost of recovery goes up and up. Ask anybody who tries to go to a for-profit place. So we have to keep our doors open. God tells us to keep the doors open in every line of Torah. Rabbi Heschel says, keep the doors open so the truth can come out. The next thing we do is tshuva. Tshuva is, as Rabbi Heschel says, the most unnoticed of all miracles. Why do we do something like tshuva in the middle of a service on a Friday night? It's not what the halacha calls for. We do it to remind all of us that we are not perfect. The greatest miracle of tshuva is that tshuva says we are going to make mistakes and we don't have to be defined by them. Because the lie becomes that we have to define ourselves by our errors, that we become only what we do wrong. Therefore, we have to put up a force field of mendacity and of lies into convincing ourselves and everybody else that we're right. Tshuva is more than I'm sorry. Tshuva is not that, okay, oops, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, because I'm sorry. I don't know about y'all, but I've said I'm sorry a lot of times and kept doing the same thing. That happen to anybody else? Nobody. See, y'all perfect. What can I tell you? Oh, yeah, well, Nate. Nate's always got my back. And Greg. Yeah. So here this is the part of our service where we're able to say where we missed the mark and gratitude for where we hit the mark. Because tshuva is a cheshbon and nefesh. You have to do an accounting of your soul, and you have to list the assets as well as the liabilities. So we do tshuva out loud here, and Nathan's going to handle the microphone.
All right.
Do I introduce myself?
Introduce yourself. Yeah.
I'm Allison. I'm an alcoholic, grateful alcoholic, and grateful for Beit Tshuva.
Hi, Alice.
Thank you. I'm on the Misha Bara list. I've been on for some time now. I'm moved that I haven't been removed, that I feel it. I know that I'm still there. I'm still being, I don't know, cared for by Beit Tshuva. It means a lot to me, and that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice.
Hi, my name's Devin. I'm a grateful member of this community. Also, I'm an alcoholic and a drug addict. I feel like I need to do Shuva because, one, I've been here for a while and I haven't really embraced the program of Alcoholics Anonymous, so I've officially surrendered and accepted that my life had become unmanageable and that I am an alcoholic. I was thinking about it, how my life was like for the first 18 years of my life and before I started drinking and doing drugs, and everything was really, fine for the most part. And then I started doing drugs and drinking and everything really went to hell. And now that I'm sober and now that I'm here, you know, it's just like God has really been opening up a lot of opportunities for me, from, you know, helping me get into the union, helping me to start working, booking a role, getting an agent. And it's just, I'm really, really grateful. And I know I've been sharing a lot during Shuva, and it's not because I really want to, but it's because I really feel like it's important that people see that, you know, it works if you work it. And so thank you.
Thanks, Devin.
Hi, I'm Andrea, grateful member of this community. And I got up last month to talk about my mom, and I want to get out tonight to talk about my dad, who he was D-Day plus about 11 and 12, and which I'm grateful for, because I don't think he would have made it back if it was D-Day. But he came back a really angry man, from what my mother says. He was 18 when he went. And I don't know if anyone saw the memorial concert last weekend on Memorial Day. It was really amazing, and they had veterans from World War II onto the current war. And what struck me, and it kind of touched a part about Bet Teshuva, because they really stressed getting help. And I don't think they had it when my dad came back from the war. They didn't have mental health. They didn't have therapists. And he was angry. And they were great parents, but it came out. And I just wish they had it in his day. And I kind of feel like it's like Bet Teshuva a little bit. I wish, there was someplace like this for him then. He died when he was 76 from Alzheimer's. He got it when he was 64, 62, so he was very young. And it amazes me, he didn't know 9/11. He died right before. But I just am grateful to him and all the veterans. And just want to say that. Thank you.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful every week. I want to say that I am grateful again to the real estate division, because you guys have always supported us. When we went to make this building, after we bought it, and when we started construction of it, the real estate division came and helped. John Monkarsh came and he really helped us a lot. And of course, Stacy helped to decorate the Harriet's office and my office, actually, as well as a couple of the rooms, I think, too. So thank you for your continued support over all these years. It really means a lot. Because it's easy to feel forgotten as an alcoholic or an addict or a compulsive gambler. And you all make sure that we're not. And that means a lot. And the same is true for all the people who come who don't have relatives here. You coming and being part of our community gives us this sense of belonging. You tell us that we belong, and that is, it's immeasurable what you give. I'm grateful also to our residents. We're going to have, I think, like 30 residents tomorrow night teaching all night. We start at 8 p.m. and we go until 6 a.m. And they're going to teach for Shavuos. And that's like, wow. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you took it seriously. I'm grateful that you're doing it. I'm really, really grateful for that. I'm also grateful to Greg Sutton, because he came to us, came to Glenn, and then Glenn came to me, said, listen, I want to do a songwriting group. What, about 3 months? 4 months? 4 months ago. And so I said, sure, why not? Man, just, of course. And then he said, I want to get paid. I said, sure, why not? And Greg is a renowned songwriter. And so he started with this group. And you're going to hear him in a few minutes. And you've heard a couple of originals already at Shabbos, and tonight they're going to do one that they wrote together, right? You wrote it together? So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you came here on a Friday night because you needed a gig, and you become part of this whole community. And I'm grateful to you, darling. It's been an amazing 3 weeks. Our granddaughter was here from Baltimore and New York. She's going to college at Barnard. Many of you met her. She left today, but she spent 3 weeks here having no idea, really, what Beit Tshuva is, what we do, and who Harriet and I really are, because she's lived across the country all these years. And she was just taken and blown away the first day. And she's doing sociology and psychology. She's very engaged in and involved in criminal justice reform in New York. So she came here and she learned about, she went to jail. She was so excited to go to jail. And that's because you set it up. And she brought, I don't know, 15 pairs of shoes. She had more clothes than she needed. And I just knew that genetics is a real thing. She loves criminals, loves shoes, and loves clothes, and loves to shop. And you were afraid and you were worried, okay, how are we going to keep her entertained and everything? And you mentored your granddaughter, and watching you do that, the joy that was in you and the joy that she experienced was so powerful. And I'm grateful that you let all of us see that and that you let me in on it. Shabbat Shalom. Okay, here's the original. It's called Heal Us. Heal Me. That is Thea. She's going blonde.
So before we start this, I just want to say that the idea for this song and for this group sort of came from reading Harriet Rossetto's book, Sacred Housekeeping, which is a wonderful book. And you know, I've written a lot of songs in my life, but I've never written a song with like 10 people in the room. And it's usually a more intimate setting than that. But after reading Harriet's book and the whole concept of healing people and helping each other to heal each other and trusting each other that deeply, it works. It works. So thank you, Harriet. And thank you, Brenda Andrews, because I wouldn't be a renowned songwriter if it wasn't for you. 1, 2, 3. It was night, I was alone, restless by the phone. I thought you'd always be there for me, but I was wrong, and before my hope is gone, you could heal me, baby, heal me. You can heal me if you let me heal you. If you let me heal you.
It will never be enough if you sacrifice your love. Our dreams are much more real than they may seem. We found the key, now you believe. if you let me heal you.
Right.
There's no room for pretending. A love like this will last through the years. It will never be enough if you sacrifice your love. Hold out, please. Baby, baby, baby. Ooh.
I refuse to give up hope or hang by my own rope. You can heal me. Come on and heal me. Say it and heal me. Say it one more time. Heal me. You can heal me if you let me heal you.
Okay, I need the birthdays to come up for the reception and new members. Birthdays come up on my right, and I need Erica L., Ben M., and Paul S. to come up and be on the left. Bring your prayer books. This side, this side, this side. You got one. Ben M. Oops, we lost one. Oh, she might be doing it next week. Okay, I guess. All right, so reception and new members. Screen goes to reception and new members. No, it went dark. Reception and new members. One more over. Okay, we read this responsibly and responsively. You listening, Luke? Responsibly. Okay, good. So, birthdays, you start out. Up there. May the door?
May the door of this house be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship.
Together.
May the door of this house be narrow enough to shut out
pettiness and pride,
envy and enmity.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
Together. Amen. Amen. Okay, so, gentlemen, we're going to welcome you in with this prayer. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you have come, be blessed in the name of the source of life. So I've said this for a long time, 26 years. Actually longer, 30 years. That prayer is over 4,000 years old. Comes from Abraham in the Bible. And Abraham was somebody who welcomed people. His tent was open, and he always welcomed strangers, people he didn't know. And every blessing, every bracha has to have an action behind it. So when we say, Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, may you have come be blessed in the name of the source of life. The only way to be blessed in the name of God, in the name of Adonai, in the name of the source of life, in the name of a power greater than myself, is by being in truth. You can't be blessed when you're in falsehood, when you're in deception, when you're in mendacity. So our commitment to you as we say this prayer is we're going to help you see the authentic and real you. Not the ugly one that you think that's all you are. We'll help you see that part. We're also going to help you see the shining soul, the bright light, the amazing human being that you were created for, to be, and that you still have in you. No amount of drugs, no amount of alcohol, no amount of gambling, no amount of anything can ever put that light out. You have a pilot light, your soul, and we're going to help you see that. And we're going to help you just keep turning the flame up. That's our commitment to you. Now, of course, we need something from you because a deal's a deal. You can't have a deal that's one-sided. Unless you're some of those people we were talking about earlier. However, you're going to say, Nilech ba'or b'shem Adonai. Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. And the only way that we can walk together, and the only way we can be in the light of the Divine One, is if we hold on. It's a wild ride. I mean, it's insane. And we believe in you. So, we're going to say to you, Paul. Everybody? Baruch.
Nilech bior b'shalom Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. I'm going to give you a book from the Sisterhood. I always forget. You're the first group that I've remembered on my own. Actually, I didn't remember on my own. It's been sitting on the bima here, so I had to do it. So the Sisterhood got these notebooks for you, for all the new people, so that you could write your thoughts and you could remember to hold on one page at a time. Ben, we say to you.
Nelech be'or b'shem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. So I want you to know something. These three people, the only thing they've done perfectly is they've held on. So get their numbers, find out how they've done it. And next year, please God, we'll be celebrating 5 birthdays instead of 3. Amen. Thank you. Please be seated. Okay, the next prayer is Mizmor Shir, but we're not doing the usual one. Many years ago, James wrote an original. Were you here when you wrote it? I think so, right? Hope so. Yeah. And we're going to do it tonight. So this is an original arrangement. Right?
Yeah, original arrangement.
Lie la lie, lie la lie, lie la lie, la lie lie lie, lie la lie, lie la lie, la lie lie lie. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat, tov le'odot Adonai, u'lezamer le'shim ha'elyon, le'shim ha'elyon. My soul has a song to sing to you. Song of souls, I pray for you. For kindness in the morning sun, and faithfulness in the night. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, לשמך עליון.
We give thanks to you, O Lord, a special harp and 10-string lyre. We fill our joy with Shabbat cheer, a special song we sing to you.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, לשמך עליון. For all you do, we give thanks to you, O Lord. Hear our song, hear our song, hear our song. All you do, we give thanks to you, O Lord. Hear our song, hear our song, hear our song.
Hey, yeah.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, לשמך עליון.
Everyone!
Lai la lai, lai la lai, lai la lai, la lai lai lai, lai la lai, lai la lai, la lai lai lai. Lai la lai, lai la lai, lai la lai, la lai lai lai, lai la lai, lai la lai, la lai lai lai. Lai la lai, lai la lai, lai la lai, la lai lai lai, lai la lai, lai la lai, la lai lai lai. Lai la lai, lai la lai, lai la lai, la lai lai lai. Lai lai means more.
Okay, all right. Thank you, James. Thank you, Harmon, and of course, Nathan. So now we get to dance the Bride of Shabbos in. And that's really important because we got to be up, we got to be in it, we got to be part of it. Now, I have been told that I don't lead prayer here. And somebody said that to me once. And they actually were talking to me and my friend Ed Feinstein, Rabbi of Valley Beth Shalom, and Rabbi Harold Schulweiss of blessed memory. And I looked at him, I said, huh? And Ed then said, are you crazy? And Harold said, you must not know what real prayer is. So, as we dance the Bride of Shabbos in, it's about getting into the spirit of this day of rest. It's about getting into the spirit and putting all of our bodies, all of our being into this dance and this welcoming of this 25-hour period that says, you know what? Recharge. Shabbos is about recharging. It's about connecting, reconnecting. And that's what we get to do. So please, let's everybody stand up and dance the Bride of Shabbos into Licha Doidi.
Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemo tiferet v'litila lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lecho v'necha ki hi mekor habracha מראש מקדם נסוכה סופה עצה במחשבה תקלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי התעוררי כי בעורר כה מהורי Adonai, עלייך נגלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Bride of Shabbos.
בואי ושלום עצרת בעלה גם בשמחה וצולה תוך אמוני אמסגו בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת
All right, you get the Best Dancer Award. You win. You. Yep. Okay, I'm going to ask the birthdays to come up to light the candles.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshano b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu לך נקנה, לך נקנה של שבת. Everyone who's singing hallelujah, come on.
Everybody who's singing. Julia, who else?
We got them all. Harmon. Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. The moonlight and her beauty overthrew ya. She tied you to the kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew that hallelujah.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the victory march, but love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
There was a time you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show it to me, do ya? And remember when I moved you in, the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
I did my best, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I told the truth, I wasn't here to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the God of song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Okay, so I'm supposed to follow that now with a piece of Torah. I think they did that. You know, this is my. It's good. Don't do what? So this is my third or fourth Shabbos doing it alone in a row, and we're in this. We started a new book of the Torah, Bamidbar, which means wilderness or desert. Take your choice. And Rabbi Carey did a great job of using every phrase that we use here. So I'm thinking, okay, what can I do now? But I think that what's important, another important piece besides what Rabbi Carey brought, is the Israelites, it says at the end of chapter 2, the Israelites did accordingly. Just as God had commanded Moses, so they camped by their standards, and they marched, each with his clan, according to his ancestral house. So not only are we told that we matter and that we count, but we're also told we belong. And I think this is one of the hardest things for people to appreciate and people to live. Belonging means that I cannot absent myself. 36 times in the Torah, God says, take care of the widow, the poor, the stranger, and the orphan. In other words, the powerless and the voiceless. And if we're each to march and live and camp with our ancestral houses, and we all live together, then everybody belongs. It's a huge tent. And we've forgotten this because we want to make other people, another person, the other. The Torah here is saying there is no such thing. Each of us belong. So when we absent ourselves or when we absent or push away somebody else, we're saying we're not living a life of belonging. Now, it's hard to belong because belonging means that you have to put up with insanity. Other people. And it's hard to belong because sometimes, as Torah teaches us, we have to put the people we love and the people we care about outside the camp because they need help. I can't tell you how many times people have come in here to Beit Tshuva and been angry with their family and, you know, and they don't like it. It's everybody else's fault, all that. And their family says, go here because we love you. We want you to belong. You belong to us, so we're doing whatever's necessary to help you live well. That's another difficult part of belonging. We can't just point fingers. We can't make bad guys or bad girls. If you can't see the addict in you, then you're blind and you're hiding. If you can't see the immigrant in you, you're hiding, you're blind. If you can't see, especially Jews, if you can't see the turmoil, the pain, the angst of people who have been marginalized, then you're hiding from yourself. This book of Numbers starts out with being counted and belonging. I'm praying, I'm asking, I'm pleading, I'm commanding, I'm demanding. that all of us belong a little bit more. All of us see ourselves in another human being a little bit more. All of us get rid of the mendacity and the falsehoods and the self-deception, and we know that we are one. The Talmud teaches we all come from one Adam. For 3 reasons. Whoever destroys a single soul, it's as if they've destroyed an entire world. When we're party, as Rabbi Heschel said, when he couldn't, how could he pray and how could he sleep when the death of thousands of innocent Vietnamese were on his head? How could he pray or how can he sleep when, as he put it, the Negro was being discriminated against? And whoever saves a single soul, it's as if they've saved the world. And the second reason is so that nobody can say that my father was better than yours. This puffed up, I'm better, all that stuff, it's all a lie. It's all a subterfuge. And the third reason is because even though we all come from the mold of Adam, each one of us is unique and different. And the world needs each of our uniqueness and each of our difference. Because together we make one. This parsha is about oneness. The question you have to answer, are you willing to be part of it? Shabbat Shalom. We continue. Everybody rise, please, for the Baruch Hu.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach Baruch Adonai Hamivorach Leolam Vaed Hamivorach Leolam Vaed Baruch Adonai Hamivorach Leolam Vaed.
That all of us have to wrestle with our souls. Israel is not just a people, it's not just a nation, it's a way of being. And I think that's something that people miss. Everybody who wrestles with their own soul wrestles with other human beings and wrestles with God to be better, to be more together, to make the world better. Everyone is an Israelite. When we do that, then Adonai, God, is our power. And once we acknowledge that there's a power greater than us, and it's God, then we're part of this oneness that I spoke about before. So please cover your eyes, take a breath, and join in the chanting of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
Hey, said Joseph like rabbi from prison to the throne. Now I'm at the shuv and I found my way home. Joseph like rabbi from prison to the throne. Now I'm at the shuv and I found my way home. 30 years ago, Harriet had a dream, a visionary like Martin Luther King, that I would not be judged by my skin, but by the content of my being. Standing in radical amazement, trying to figure out straight where my days went. 1 year sober and not a day spent, without my knees thanking God for this pavement. Discover my purpose and finding my passion. I'm loving this life and it feels everlasting. Living abundance, no need for no ration. Switched up my blessing like
יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל
We also have somewhat of a concert here on Friday nights, too, in case you hadn't noticed. So I want to remind everybody that tomorrow night we stay up all night from 8 p.m. till 6 a.m. to study. It's called Tikkun Le'el Shavuot. It is going to be an amazing experience. And we have our Crush the Crisis golf tournament on Monday, June 17th. I'm actually playing in it. We still need some sponsorships and some players. Is that right, Janet? Information's on the back table, so anybody that wants it, you can please help us. It's one of our big fundraisers of the year. And Monday, June 10th, the second day of Shavuot, we will have Yizkor services at 10 a.m. And then I'll do the rest of the announcements later. So this is the time for the Mourner's Kaddish. Anybody who's observing a yortzeit, an anniversary of a death, and or the year of mourning for somebody, please rise and please make sure that nobody stands alone. We say Kaddish is a community for David Samuelson, Joshua Lowenthal, Lawrence Searman, Cortland Fiddler, Stephen Handelman, Hyman Bass, Nathan Levine, Toby Weiss, Marvin Levine, Evelyn Snyder, Michael Mason, Sidney Sawson, Hank Leeds, Ethel Levin, Isidore Famillion. The year of mourning for Meredith Baskin, Patricia Beckerman, Todd Bird, Richard Block, Mildred Borovitz, Lillian Bort, Tricia Dinser, Sheila Elman, Steve Katz, Jody Labov, Kobe Yaakov Levy, Rachel Machbitz, Chuck Maltz, Isaiah Negretti, Ed Praver, Dee Dee Quinn, Gene Redstone, Michael Roth, Tyler Shamash, Erwin Shapiro, Michael Shapsis, Phyllis Tell, Wilson Thacker, Lester Trackman, Alice Weiss, Lou Weiss, Muriel Werner, Donna Zivik, Isaac Dasa. Together, Yikadav, Yikadash, Merabah, V'yalmad Yivrach, Yerutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'yamechon, V'chayei, Dechol Beit Yisrael, V'agalal, V'zman Karib, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Marach, Le'olam Olamei Maya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnasei, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Dikudsha, Berichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma b'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael b'imru, Amen. Osei shalom b'mamav, hu yasei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael b'imru, Amen. May the one who welcomes our loved ones home send us comfort and wholeness. And let us say, Amen. Amen. Please be seated. We need the birthdays up.
All right.
So for those of you who are here for the first time, I just thought I'd better explain this. This is sobriety birthdays. These are people who've been sober for, let's see, a year, and 3 years. So that's what we're celebrating.
All right, come here. We're going to do the prayer in gratitude for recovery. So you can look up there here.
O Lord, my God, I cried unto you, and you did heal me. O Lord, you saved me from the peril, kept me alive.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hagomel l'chayavim tovot shegamalani kol tov. Praised are you,
Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who bestows good beyond our deserving, and who has dealt graciously with me.
Everyone at the bottom of the page. Mi shegamolchem kol tov, hu yigmolchem kol tov sela. May the one who has caused you good always bestow goodness upon you. Amen. All right, so spread out down here, and your families are going to give you a cake. You're welcome. Spread out. Perfect. There you go. You got it.
everyone. I'm Rose. Hi, everyone. Oh, so many familiar faces. I'm a very grateful member of this community, and I'm so grateful to be celebrating my 3 years of sobriety. Fucking amazing. I remember taking my 1 year, my 2 years, and the truth of this sobriety thing is it literally just gets better and better and better. And my life today is unrecognizable from, I remember my first Shabbos. I remember how absolutely overwhelmed and terrified I was, but also just met with so much love and support from the community. And this community gave me a home to heal. I remember talking to Janet, a beautiful Janet from jail, and just like being like, there's a Shabbos like community that is a rehab as well. And it was so confusing, but also so like miraculously amazing that this place existed. And then it really existed physically. And I got to live here for over a year and just like heal from the inside out. And to all the residents, you guys are amazing. And like this place offers the most like amazing range of activities and programs and things that you can get involved in. And my suggestion, what worked for me was to just do absolutely fucking everything. And like, you know, I ran the marathon, I was in Macbeth, which was like this hilarious play that we did. You know, I was part of the music department and like sung and just I did everything that was offered because like this place is like no other. It's not just a rehab, it's a community, it's like, you know, it's a family. And I just, you know, did everything it suggested, and thank God today I'm still sober, and I'm like, yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you. I really, really want to thank my beautiful, beautiful friends, Jules and Zach and Dave, who I went through the house with, who mean the universe to me. And there's a lot going on. It's a little bit distracting, but is that the music? Oh, wow, that's so like Oscars, weird. Okay, well, and I also really want to thank Gina and Andy for coming out to give me a cake. It really means the world. And Harriet, I love you so much. Thank you for creating this place. Thank you for saving my life and giving me the life I have today. I love you with all my heart. You're absolutely amazing. And yeah, thank you guys for celebrating my birthday.
Hi, guys. My name is Harmon, and I'm a grateful member of this community. Oh, my gosh. Logan in the back. I normally have, like, these incredible speeches. But first, I just want to thank my mom and my grandma. Like, they brought me here. My mom actually tricked me. She's like, just stay there a few days, see how it is. Like, a year later, and my grandma, who brought me to these steps, and I remember I was just in tears. I was broken and destroyed. And through the love of Harriet and Rabbi, my dreams are starting to come true. Like I said, I normally have these incredible, elaborate speeches, but today I just wanted to tell you how I feel, because that's what I learned to do here. And that's something that a lot of men, especially a lot of black men, don't get the opportunity to do, is just sit and think about how I feel. And today I'm grateful. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm also extremely scared. I just moved out recently and like kind of on my own. Grateful for my roommate who provided me an opportunity to come explore my life, and I'm really excited. I just want to tell you the time that changed my life, because all the new people here, you know, if you're here and you're new, just hold on. And I'll tell you what worked for me. About 2 weeks in, I was about to give up. Like, I'd lost 20 pounds. If you guys don't know, I've had my large intestine removed. And when I came in, I didn't think this was possible. And about 2 weeks in, I hadn't eaten, I hadn't slept. I thought my life was over. I thought I was killing myself. And the rabbi told me, he said, Harmon, get down on your knees and pray. So I said, all right, I'm going to get down on my knees. I'm going to pray. I'm going to take a nap, and I'm going to the hospital. I can't take this anymore. Like, my body was just over. And I got down on my knees, and I prayed, and I said, God, I've done everything I can do. You got to help me here. And I took a nap, and in that nap, I had these dreams. Beautiful places. I was in Maui with my brother, and I could feel the energy, and I could feel the love. And when I woke back up, my mom and grandma were downstairs with some soup that I could eat. And I remember having just energy after that, like just enough to get through. So the new people, like when you think that it's done, like just get on your knees, like just go to the higher power, because I didn't do this on my own. I want to end it with some lyrics from my rap, because I know a lot of people don't maybe listen to rap all the time, and lyrics are kind of hard to understand. It's notorious. But my lyrics are, discover my purpose and finding my passion, because that's what I did here. I'm loving this life and it feels everlasting. I live in abundance, no need for no ration. I switched up my blessing like Ephraim and Manasseh. Thank you guys, appreciate you.
Okay, well, I just want to start off by saying I'm really nervous. I hear that helps, so, I'm Jenny. I'm a grateful member of this community. Okay, so I wrote a little something because I'm really nervous. So I want to start off by saying thank you to Harriet and Rabbi for creating such an amazing place. If it weren't for Beit Shuva, I definitely would not be up here celebrating a year of sobriety. This past year, I have learned to have fun sober, how to be kind to myself, and how to be there for others. I don't think I could have made it this far without the support of my friends, the unconditional love from my family, and the best therapist I've ever had. And trust me, there's been a lot. Shout out, Steve. You taught me how to trust myself. I know it's your job, but you truly listened to me, and you were always there for me on my team. And without that, I could have not made it this far. To the newcomer, I know this may sound like BS, but it really does get better. This year has been filled with ups and downs, but the good outweighs any of the bad, and the bad has only made me stronger. I have been in and out of the rooms the last 8 years. This is my 10th inpatient stay. I have never before gotten past 5 months sober. What was different for me this time than any other before is, like Rabbi Mark said, I just held on, first of all. And I try my best to always stay in the solution, think positive, and stay and remain in gratitude. Gratitude is probably the most important thing to practice in my life today. I love myself and I love my life, and if I continue on this path of what works for me, it only goes up from here. I look forward to seeing what is in store for my future. Thank you, guys.
It's not easy following all these kinds of things, this greatness, and that's what it is. Any sobriety achievement is an achievement of greatness. Whether it's a day, a month, a year, 3 years. And we have to remember that there are those who are ill. Misha Berach says, may the one who blessed. We say, may the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those for whom we pray. Please put out their names. Kadosh Baruch Hu, send them a complete healing, a healing of the body and a healing of the spirit. And let us say, amen. Please join in the, which one are we doing? Debbie Friedman. Oh, okay.
שבירך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Announcements. Okay, so next week we have a special Shabbat. We're going to say farewell, not really farewell. We're wishing, we're sending Rabbi Iggy off to New York. He's going to open up a tshuva center in New York. It's going to be based on everything we do here. So Friday night, 6:30, and then Saturday at 6:30, we're going to have a special Shalashudas, a meal, and teaching by Rabbi Iggy and myself. We're going to have another rabbinic showdown. So it should be fun. And, of course, then after that, Havdalah. We need choir members for rehearsals are Mondays. We're not starting High Holidays yet, but we need choir members. Now, June 28th, that's 3 weeks from tonight. Come sing and dance with us, it says here. I'm reading this right off of here. We do themed Shabbats. What are you laughing? Even Passman loves our themed Shabbats. So we're going to put all of the prayers to the music of the Beatles. Last month we did it to the Rolling Stones. Motown, right. In July, what are we doing?
We're doing Frank, and then we're doing Dylan, yeah.
We're doing Frank Sinatra songs in July, and in August we're doing a Bob Dylan Shabbat. Now, I was going to do some more the rest of this year, but James told me it's impossible. So, being a good leader, I always go along with what the troops say. Don't I, James?
Yes.
Right? It's a good thing. Well, but you represented the troops.
True.
You spoke for everyone, because Nathan was scared.
Or I'm crazy.
But no, it's a both and. We want to thank our Shabbos sponsors. It takes 5 sponsors to cover the cost of dinner, so we want to thank Jenny Jacobson and all of her friends and family. That is beautiful. Thank you. And Eileen and Rich and Andy and Paul, thank you for sponsoring Shabbos. And the Real Estate and Construction Division, thank you for sponsoring Shabbos. We need 2 more. 2 more Shabbos sponsors. You're killing me. You're killing me. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. It's 2 you're doing. Wow. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Most of all, we want everybody to have a great Shabbos, and we're going to end with our song, Ozi V'Zimras Yah. and then follow it with the Kiddush and the Motzi. By the way, for those of you who don't know, these challahs you have are baked here at Beit Shuva. They're called Baked Teshuvah. Baked Teshuvah.
All right, let's all join in community together and raise our voices as one. Ozi vezimraria vayahili lishua. Ozi vezimraria vayahili lishua. Ozi vezimradia vayahili zishua. Ozi vezimradia vayahili zishua. This side with me. Ozi vezimradia vayahili lishua. Ozi vezimradia vayahili lishua. Going up. Vezimradia vayahili lishua. Ozi vezimradia vayahili lishua. Vezimradia vayahili lishua. Ozi vezimradia vayahili lishua. Thank you, Devin. Okay, please rise for the short Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen.
Okay, grab a piece of the challah or a piece of somebody who's got a piece of the challah, but
Watch where you grab that piece. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam chamotzi lechem min haaretz.